Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Late Night Show or Lifestyle Show with your host, Chi Chi Styles. It is daytime, though. We did have a guest that was supposed to be joining us today, and we have not heard from him. So we hope he didn't catch COVID, something didn't happen. We pray that it's well with him. His name is Christopher Satola. Christopher Satola submitted 5 films to us at Flix Reps during the months of November and January, when we collected a total of 183 films. Out of those 5 films, 3 of his films made the top 34 cut. And in fact, his animation, the masterpiece, would have been our best. When I saw it, I was like, oh. But when we saw Stick to Manual was definitely the winner, because it had more of a, that's not why we're here today. But trust me, when you watch both of them, you will say Stick to Manual, oh yeah, that's the winner. But Masterpiece, one of the best animation work I've seen in a while. His stuff is good. So you got to check Christopher Satola out. So his films, the 3 of them that I'll be talking about today, will be airing on Chi TV for the week. We've been doing that now because our folks in the back end were like, your weekends are short. And that's not enough time for people to see this video. Go check it out. So you want to give it some time. Anytime you post a video, give it a week on the platform, so by this time next week, you'll be off the platform on Chi TV via Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, or Apple TV Plus. Now, you didn't get to see the film during the festival. A lot of people didn't get to see it because we're supposed to be live at an actual event, a couple studios in Houston, Texas, but then we got a chance to actually get it on a streaming platform online. We streamed, but we felt like so many people didn't get to see all the amazing people we selected. I have a list of 14 more films that you guys have not seen, or even more. I think I counted that fast, that are very, very good out of 183. And I think we've done quite a bit so far. So we're going to be moving through them. We're busy with some films on set now, so we've not been coming live as much. But let's talk about Christopher Satola's films. Now, he hails from the University of California, where he made these films. I'm going to read you. One of them is about a man who has a wife dying of cancer. Man, I'm like, some of the most intense scenes, because it's a non-speaking film, but he has to make a decision in the end whether to let her go or stay and watch her in pain. The way the director dug into the story and made this film kind of is what made us select it, because there are a lot of people that can tell a story about a relative who's dying, and not tell it as well as Christopher did. That's why it was a semifinalist in our Flix Rep selection for 2020. So I'm going to read the tagline of that film. It's titled A Short Story of Love. It's 6 minutes and 21 seconds. Watching the love of his life dying out of terminal and painful illness, Mike slowly grows to make a decision to end her suffering. I'm saying this film is probably one of the most, no dialogue, but the scenes, the cuts, the way it was designed to make you think more than he had to say. So the person didn't have to say much, but you could get it. It definitely stood out as, he just stood out as a director that knew his stuff. You've got to watch it. A story of love. The man has a wife who's terminally dying, and there's no dialogue. See, the beauty of these films are they're not always coming as packaged. We're used to films where someone has to say something. There has to be a script. And some of Christopher's other work, there was dialogue. There's another one that's really good. That one we're going to talk about. No, I think I'm going to talk about the animation next. But this one, A Story of Love, no dialogue, movement, shots that make you feel his pain, that puts you in the position of the pain of the husband, and then puts you in the position of the wife of, you might need to let me go, right? But just a very, very touching piece on what some people are dealing with when they have family members that are ill. Even some of us during COVID, that are dealing with things and people who are sick, at least you could be around them, right? You could touch them, you could hold them, but COVID sort of, COVID, you couldn't be around. This terminally ill person could be around her husband, right? But when we dealt with COVID, we couldn't even be around them to express any kind of affection. They had to go to the hospital, isolated, and then, God forbid, they died. Then you're now dealing with, I have to bury them. Be careful with the open casket because of COVID. It was just so much that people dealt with. And for him to make a film like this in 2019, I believe is when he made it, the relevance of that film, yes. No, it doesn't say a date. He submitted it to us November 23rd, 2020. But if I remember the credits, it was done like 2019. I'm going to read a biography about Christopher, and I guess I need to read it only once, then we'll go ahead and talk about these other films. Christopher recently directed a VR cinematic experience for the 20th Century Fox. He worked as a junior director and animation cinematographer, storyboard layout, lead shading, and lighting artist for Emmy award-winning producer. Awarded with Beijing Film Academy Award, selected 4 times at Cannes Court Métrage of Cannes Film Festival, received distribution in package with George Lucas Theaters 138, USC Film Production and NCAA Computer Animation graduate with a wide range of films and animation skills. That is the way he captured the film. Again, thank you so much for the likes. It's the way he captured someone who is terminally ill and how this husband had to deal with letting her go. I've told you the story there, but it's 6 minutes of very powerful work. I'm going to go next to his other film, The Masterpiece. Almost our best animation. It was actually a finalist. So it didn't make the winner, but it was a finalist, because out of the finalists is how we picked our winners. So these other 2 films where one was quarterfinalist, one was semifinalist. The one I just went over was a semifinalist. The finalist is the one I'm about to go over now. I'm telling you, The Masterpiece. When you watch a film that someone has created out of a life emotion, you can tell the difference between that and just a regular film. So the credits. I won't read the credits, sorry, the overview. A thing about an artist who works to achieve a masterpiece throughout his life. Although, what is the actual masterpiece? Whoa. Well, I'm on a live right now, so I can call you back.
Okay.
Bye. Hello, thank you. That's my daughter, and she's like, you look pretty. I'm like, thank you. Okay, so the thing about an artist who works to achieve a masterpiece throughout his life. Although, what is the actual masterpiece? A story about everyday life and the value of every moment lived through. Oh, you want to see masterpiece, guys? You do. Masterpiece is a masterpiece. It was going to win our best animation. It's a masterpiece. Like, what are you living for? Are you living for the office job you go for? Are you living for somebody else, your kids? Are you living for your husband, your wife? Are you living for your career? Are you living for your purpose? Are you living for God? Are you living for, what are you living for? And the film does not have any dialogue. The animation, it's an animation. It's called The Masterpiece, available this week. So from yesterday night, actually, we loaded it. From today all the way up till next week, Friday, you'll be able to see The Masterpiece by Christopher Satola. It is a masterpiece, y'all, because he just broke it down. And at the end of the person's life, they sort of look back, and everything they built were about the moments. And I think sometimes when filmmakers tell us stories like this, it means a lot to see where their heart was coming from, but then how relevant it was for us as folks that were watching it. What the artist intended for us to get out of what they put together, and more importantly, how it reflects how it actually affects us. So when you finish watching the film and you leave the theater, or you leave your TV, what emotion did it give you? What did it make you do that you hadn't done previously? Or what did it make you think about that you had not thought about? And that's what I love about the fact that we had only one person that 3 of their films were in our top 34. We had to just highlight him. He didn't win any. He wasn't a winner any, but finalists to us were winners. Our top 34 were winners in general because their films stood out, and his did in masterpiece, really making you self-reflect on your life, especially with all this COVID and all this stuff going on. You know, so I'm going to go to his final film, and that one is the one that is like, that one is crazy. It's called The Salvation. I am going to go pull up The Salvation so I can read you guys his tagline. His work is exceptional. You can really tell his work in how he does the animation, the cuts that he utilizes to tell the story. So in other words, he's not just pointing and shooting. He's actually taking time to have the meaningful cuts. When someone goes to touch a gun, he pans in, he moves the camera according to what you are either anticipating or what you're not even anticipating. And that's the beauty of his filmmaking style, which is quite unique. So The Salvation, I'm going to read the tagline of that, talk a little bit about that film, give some Flix Reps updates, and then we're going to cut out this live today, our final live of the week. The Salvation, under a supervision of a guru group, people meet to find courage either to die or live again. Under a supervision of a guru group. So this guru group is like, if you want to take your life, you go see the guy. That's what this guru group is about. It was interesting when it started. And he has all these things where he's like, well, there are many ways you can take your life. You can do this, you can do that. You know, there are all these things that he offers you. And if you're sitting there thinking, okay, I came to this meeting because I'm tired of my life, I'm ready to get it over with. That was what this film was about. It was quite interesting to see a group of people that came together and decided, well, we want to end it. And by the time he gave them all options, I think they all sort of wanted to live, which is amazing. What the beauty of storytelling can do for us. So kudos to Christopher Satola, who couldn't be here with us today, but kudos to him for our best trio films, our best director that could have won. He could have had all his 5 selected, but only 3 were selected. They were very good to have spotlighted just for folks who are looking for, if you're seeking directors and you're seeking people that may connect you. He's worked with 20th Century Fox and all that. If you're seeking people who can come on board with you on an animation or in a project, you need to be talking to Christopher Satola, right? So that's what we're doing here, is we're not just trying to spotlight their film, we're trying to spotlight skills that are available for our future production, for you or for anyone else that you know that may be doing a film similar to what he's doing. So getting you connected on Flix Reps, masterclass, and festival platforms to not just people on national level, but international folks is one of the reasons why we put this together. We're very excited about what's happening in the back. So we're going to go to Flix Reps news. Since it's just me today. If it was me and him, then I'd have to get off. But since it's me, I'm a rant on. Thank you so much for the likes, the views, share this video to all your filmmaking friends and family, because we've got some cool updates for you. So we are casting right now for a film that we'll shoot in Atlanta in July. We're going to be putting out a casting call. Of course, if you're in the Atlanta area and you want to act in the film, best reach us we have about 10 to 15 speaking roles that we're going to need to cast through our Flix Reps platform. We're already talking to some folks to get it. The other 5 or 6 are going to be lead characters, like main characters that we're going to need to cast, like, you know, B-listers, A-listers, that kind of thing. We're working on that already. So if you're interested in being a part of that, that's happening right now. On the second note, one of our members who joined us a couple of months ago just made 10 times the money of his investment by getting selected to write a script for someone who's come on board Flix Reps platform. A Chi-Chi Movies production needed an amazing script done, and our team has put that together and is working with them. So we're very excited about the opportunities that the members of Flix Reps are getting. In other news, we have also, one of our members sent me an email and said, ever since our interview with them, they are now rated on IMDb as a 7 stars out of 10. So I really thank all my viewers, all my people watching, everyone that stops by, likes these videos, shares them, gives us thumbs up, comments. It means so much to us to continue to spotlight others, which is the whole goal of the Late Night Show with Chi Chi Styles. When I went into season 3, my heart was for Flix reps because I wanted to create a space that would allow filmmakers to come together to help one another. And it's actually happening. And the fact that we can spotlight them, which was the promise we gave them, when you look at our listing on Film Freeway, we promised to give these lives. I didn't even know my show would be the outlet. I thought I was going to hire someone to come on board. We actually had someone that committed that she wanted to do it, but I don't know if she got cold feet or what happened, but someone had committed to do these, and that way it wouldn't have been me. But when she didn't step up to do it, we just moved forward with it. We've met so many amazing people. We're connecting so many dots and connecting people to their dreams and goals by having this Flix Reps platform. So I'm so, so grateful and thankful to everyone that has ever supported any of our projects, whether in Chi Chi Movies, Flix Reps, Late Night Show with Chi Chi Styles, clicked on this video, liked it, shared it, watched us online. The folks that won our jewelry are Tina Lewis, and her daughter won $100 each. And that's $200 that went in a bucket last month. We're so grateful to you guys because you didn't have to show up and take pictures and do videos with us at H&H Jewelry Design. We are just so elated on the background. We've got coaches who are coaching our team members to improve their skills. We're trying to connect industry professionals with the things they need while we also learn the things that we are good at and improve them. And are we able to admit the things that we don't know so that we can learn them and be better? I'm so grateful to you guys for watching this video today. Share it with as many people as you can. So much is going on at Flix Reps, but so much more is going on in your lives. And I'm thanking you that you're taking out the time to stop by and visit with me today. It's your late night show host, Chi Chi Styles. Sometimes I bring comedy, sometimes I'm laughing, but I'll tell you one thing, just be grateful and be in a happy space because God is up to something good for you. And if you ain't grabbed yours, grab it because there's something good waiting for you today. Have an awesome weekend. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you guys. Bye.